Welcome back. It's Luke Smith, RealVacantLand.com. Today we're in Bali, and I was, just enjoying the weather, getting away from from winter, right? Traveling with the family, spending time with the kids. I was watching this video, and this video that I was watching is by Ryan Pineda. He's a YouTuber. He creates a lot of videos interviewing people, talking about real estate and business. And if you've never checked out his channel, I recommend his channel. Go check it out. He's got some good stuff on there. And one of the most recent interviews he did is with Tai Lopez. And Tai Lopez is another internet name that bounces around a lot. It's like, look at my car, look at my fancy house kind of sales. And he does a lot of creative sales. I watched some of his videos in the past where he was giving away, laptops and like MacBooks and iPhones and iPads and stuff like that. And I said, he's brilliant. He could get a lot of subscribers, a lot of followers, a lot of traction doing that. How could I copy that? What's my version of that? And I took his idea and I ran with it, and I started giving away land. I gave away a couple hundred different pieces of land in YouTube videos in the past. And there's a little bit more regulations and stuff about giving away land versus giving away cell phones and iPads. And the paperwork caught up with me over time. But a lot of people got some pretty nice pieces of land that they're proud of. If that's one of you, maybe you could throw a comment in there about what you did with that land eventually. It'd be nice to hear about what happened to all that land I gave away. And they mentioned in this video, it's got me thinking, that's why I'm creating this video, is that they're talking about the role of AI in real estate. And Tai Lopez was bringing the point that, AI is efficientizing a lot of things. Maybe I'm paraphrasing or bringing data from my point of view more than just his, but it's taking, I see it in paperwork and contracts. And, you can take a piece of a contract and like put it into different AI solutions, and it'll tell you, this is highly weighted towards the seller. This is highly weighted towards the buyer. This is more fair. This is in between the two. Give you recommendations. You could say it this way, you could say it that way, and make things more efficient. I love doing that kind of stuff when it comes to creating contracts, negotiations, figuring out where I'm standing in deals. I love using AI for stuff like creating formulas and extrapolating data, making data dance in one way or another. Like, I want all the properties that have this criteria and all the properties that have that criteria. How can I find those in data sets? How can I understand which ones have those and they don't have this, but they have this with it and 5 other attributes that go with it? If I can isolate those in data using AI to help me run the calculations of how to do that, I can do it in code. They'll create little snippets of code. I don't even have to put it in Excel anymore. It's like slice, bend, manipulate, chart the stuff for me. There's some awesome AI solutions out there to do real estate deals. And Tai is saying, over time, the difference of the fragmented market that we're in real estate, that has been for a long time. Real estate's an awesome place to do business because of the fragmentation. It's a lot like art. There's a huge difference between one person's opinion and the other. The way he puts it is there's a big difference between, you finding a deal down the street and taking it to a guy up the street that didn't know that price was happening down the street. Like, the lack of information, universal information about deals, is what makes a lot of profits in real estate. You can find differentials, you can find spreads between the buy and the ask, and you can take advantage of them. You can buy something cheaper than everybody else and go make more on it by just having a good price, making your money when you buy it instead of selling it, kind of logic, right? And so he brings the point that over time, a lot of those differences go away, a lot more like the stock market is now. Computers have been whacking on differentials in the stock market for a long time, and they're taking out these little tiny spreads and making things happen, where there's a lot bigger spreads in real estate. And a lot of the others that talk about AI affecting real estate are talking about efficiencies. I see it with things like the title companies. I mean, a lot of the title companies have been going away. I call a lot of the title companies and they're missing. Like, the person I used to work with at this title company in that area, I call them and I get the main switchboard. The main switchboard says, yeah, they no longer work here. It's like they don't even know who to forward me to. So many people got sacked and blended together and moved on. Like, you don't go to the local shop to get your deals closed anymore. You get a regional or a national title company that does everything online and is getting their information from electronic databases instead of going into the courthouse and digging it up in person. And they know how to do the paperwork. A lot more standards have been crossing out through the industry. And it's been opening up opportunities to help close deals that I wouldn't have been able to close in the past because of that. And the ways that opens up different opportunities in real estate too is really cool. So I see that happening, and that's technology in the background. And I think that technology is getting move forward with AI, because the AI understands reading those documents and it starts figuring out, Luke Smith's name is on these things and this Luke Smith is different than that Luke Smith, and they can categorize all the different Luke Smiths, whereas a person has a hard time doing that, without taking crazy amounts of time, as one example, and make it easy to find and figure and slice and dice things and process title. And that's a lot of the bottlenecks of real estate, just making them happen, right? And so lots of those inefficiencies are being taken out, and they're taken out faster and faster. Every time you turn around, more of those things are gone. And so if you're making money in real estate off of those inefficiencies, I think that spread goes away and it disappears. And I think the future of real estate is a lot more of using that AI, using the technologies that's there. There's a lot of other technologies that help you find tenants, that help you find properties, that help you figure out who should be using this property for what's the highest and best use, all those kinds of things. AI can work on those problems too, help solve those and make the properties worth more money. And so if we're the ones wielding that AI and making it happen, we can take advantage of this marketplace. And I think that's a huge thing to know and think about and consider in today's markets. I've been spending a lot of time studying that and what kind of tools we could use and how to use them and testing them and trying to figure them out. And so if you have tools like that, if you're seeing angles like that, if you've got questions and thoughts like that, please hit me up in the comments. I'd like the discussion to go back and forth. I value you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for asking questions, throwing them in the comments. Hope to meet up with you in the comments section. See you in the next one. Oh, and the link to that video I was just discussing, I'll put that in the description below too, to those two guys, Ryan Pineda, his YouTube channel, and the video he made with Ty Lopez, and you can see Ty Lopez's his channel and his followers and things as well. Thanks. See you in the next one. Bye.